Welcome back. Let's have a look now at key notions surrounding globalization. The first notion, I mentioned it earlier, is an organization called the World Trade Organization, WTO. In French, again, it's called OMC, Organisation Mondiale du Commerce. What is the aim of this organization is it's to supervise and to liberalize international trade. Liberalize means that it encourages free trade and it promotes as little governmental intervention as possible. This WTO replaced in the mid 1990s replaced what was called the GATT, the General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade. So the WTO has several roles. One of them is to deal with the regulation of trade between countries. It provides a framework, it provides rules, and it's also rules to negotiate treaties, trading treaties between countries, and it also formalizes trade agreements. And if there are problems, disputes between two or more countries, the WTO is also there to solve these disputes. Another concept and another important fact that you have heard about, I'm sure, and that you will hear about also during this year is what is called TAFTA, which is the Transatlantic Free Trade Area. In French, it's called Grand Marché Transatlantique, GMT, ou TTIP. It is a proposal to create a transatlantic free trade area. The European Union is a free trade area, okay? All its countries, its member countries, trade with each other without excessive tariff barriers, without protectionism. This would extend this free trade area to include the United States, across the Atlantic. Okay, so there will be a wider free trade area, including the European Union and the United States and North America in general. This TAFTA, the project of TAFTA, has been going on for about 10 years, for quite a long time now, but we are now in the 10th round of negotiation in 2015. There have been meetings between European leaders and American leaders to try to finalize this agreement, this TAFTA. These meetings have been kept secret. Nothing has leaked, or very little has leaked from these meetings. And people, the general population in Europe especially, is becoming very much afraid of what this area, this free trade area, would mean for Europeans in terms of the products we would receive from the USA and from North America in general, because there are different regulations. Some things, for example, in agriculture, are allowed in the US that are not allowed in Europe, if we think about GMOs, for example. And the European population has been very active in denouncing those secret meetings, and especially a few organizations have been particularly active and have posted petitions, have brought petitions to the European leaders in Brussels to warn of the effects that TAFTA could have on the European Union trade and on the population of the European Union. For more information, I've put a video explaining what TAFTA is on the website. Another important actor of this globalization is the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, FMI in French. It is an international organization which was created after the World War II to assist the reconstruction of countries around the world after World War II. And the principle is that countries contribute money to the IMF, and this money is then redistributed, if needed, to other countries. The IMF also has a regulatory role. It controls the finances, the balance, the budget balance of countries which are part of the IMF. So it has a surveillance role also. And of course, the IMF was very much in the center of the debate when the Greek crisis was at its peak. Another concept that may be useful to you is the concept of emerging countries, countries that are emerging economically and that are in the way of becoming economic superpowers. These countries are called BRICS. BRICS is an acronym for Brazil, Russia, India, and China. South Africa has also been added in 2010. So these are the new developing, they're not even developing countries, they are emerging superpowers. So here are a few concepts and organizations that could help you understand a little bit more what globalization is, how it works, and also these concepts you should know in order to use them in your written expression, in your oral expression. These are very important concepts. Let's have a look now in the next video to the limits of globalization. See you then.